Hello, my name is Larissa, and I'm an undergraduate at MIT. This video will discuss naming of ionic compounds, and ions, as well as provide some review on the naming atoms and bimolecular compounds. A monatomic ion is simply the name of the atom plus the word ion. Sodium ion, zinc ion. And if this element can form more than one positive ion, the charge is indicated by a Roman numeral in parentheses, followed by the word ion. For example, iron, 3, ion. So that is for the positive ions. And now for negative ions, you do not need to use the Roman numeral system at all. Moving onward to the ionic compounds, it's important to know your oxoanions by name, and this is a reference. So the most common oxoanion ends with 8. Some examples of this are sulfate, NO3-, nitrate, PO4 3-, phosphate, CO3 2-, carbonate, CrO4 2-, chromate, and ClO3- chlorate. Now, when you have one more oxygen than the most common oxoanion, you will start with per and end with 8. For example, perchlorate. Now, when you have one less oxygen than the most common oxoanion, it ends with -ite. For example, chlorite, sulfite, and nitrite. Alright? Finally, when you get to 2 fewer oxygens, it starts with hypo and ends with -ite. For example, hypochlorite. Now, why did I just teach you this? What are you going to do with the names of these anions? Well, now what you're capable of doing is naming ionic compounds. So, what is this? Sodium chloride. And I just jumped in a bit ahead. So actually the process for naming an ionic compound is cation name, and then anion name. So, when you have something very exciting, like copper, like this, you have copper sulfate. Now, you know from the charge of sulfate that this is a 2 minus, and this must be a 2 plus. You know this charge from the chart, so you know that you can write its name out as copper 2 sulfate. Alright, and another example. One of my favorites. Magnesium chloride. Now, since this is an ionic compound, you just need to say magnesium chloride, and it will balance out the charge, so you don't need to say that there is magnesium dichloride. That's more the case for a non-ionic bond, so a covalently bonded molecule. And a final question. What is the name of this exciting, colorless crystalline solid often used in fireworks? If you said potassium perchlorate, you were right. Yay! And then here's some fireworks everywhere. Yeah, you did it. And that concludes this video.